Hello and welcome to the Burning Metal Weekly Roundup. This is the fourth roundup of November 2024. And of course, I'm joined yet again this week by Adrian Williams of Metal Messiah Radio, conjuring some of the Hellfire Club screams from the Metal Crypt. And before we kick on our roundup this week, I'd like to say big commiserations and sympathy to the people in Donegal, amongst other places, whose houses were completely destroyed by the storm on Friday. Like, those poor people are never going to get insurance on their houses ever again. They say in a few years' time they have a house fire or whatnot. What do you do?
I know, fucking hell.
It's just such a fucking shit thing to happen to them right before Christmas as well, too.
Yeah.
I really do. My heart has gone out to them. And if you're watching and you watch us because you support us or you think we're lol cows or whatever you think we are at this point, can you please just put a like on the video? Because we mentioned a former president-elect there a few weeks ago that nerfed us like it has done to loads of other YouTube channels. So just give us a like and just get us back up the feed again and help us spread our filth on the world and help the Irish bands we cover reach more people like so. And before we kick on, the world outside the window this week has just been madder and madder and madder. The Democrats are determined to try and start a World War III before they leave in a few weeks' time, blaming Biden. Sure, Biden hasn't a clue what's going on. And then you have Trump apparently starting a war, what he was like saying about building a missile defense system. You have Elon Musk getting threatened by Starmer in England. And then you've got Musk signing a petition to have him removed. And it's just silliness. Everywhere look at silliness. But one of the funniest things in all the silliness was, what's his name? Rob Reiner went over to Blue Sky because he was upset about, they left Twitter because he was upset, or X what it's called now, upset about the result, and he got fucking trolled to fuck. And as a result, he checked himself into an asylum. Can you imagine them all in there in the asylum all singing Christmas songs? Can you hear what I hear? No, don't sing that one. Don't sing that one. Can you hear what I hear? Oh, there will be no smoking. Rob Reiner himself in there in the mental institution because an election result didn't go his way and he got trolled on the internet. Hopefully he makes a film about it. And of course, Labour, one of the Labour people said that there was no need for farmers weren't necessary. You want to eat, do you?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like the English thought there was bad what they had. This is worse than they ever imagined. Which is why I think the Irish election results coming week will have no real difference. But all I'll say about the Irish election is vote number one, Jerry Hutch, the monk. He's running. The monk is running. Vote number one. Let's get a movement going. Like back in the day when your man, the O'Brien lad that used to play, he was signed by Juventus even though he was shit and played his whole career in the MLS. Was voted man of the century because a lot of Irish boys went in and fucking infiltrated it like. So we've already made a crap footballer that never played for Juventus man of the century. Now let's get the monk in. An organised criminal in government. Just for the shits and giggles.
Giggles.
Because that's how it's worked out. And we shall kick on with our roundup. Vote the monk, number one. There's our reach nerfed again now. And we shall kick on with our roundup, and we shall kick on with Sonus Mortis, who released the title track of his forthcoming album, Synapse the Hive Mind, and we shall play some of that now. time. That's a cracker.
Deadly fucking song, Liz.
And I was saying last week there was another album on the list for next year that I couldn't think of. It suits there.
Deadly fucking hell.
Next
Jesus.
year is shaping up already, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, big
Well,
time.
but back to Sonus Mortis. He's mixed up the vocals and all the rest of it, and this is going to be his best album, I think.
Yeah, it sounded that way, all right.
We're 2 tracks in already, and
Yeah,
that's going to be very high on my single of the year list
yeah.
because it's automatically a single now
Oh yeah, fucking
because
yeah.
the album isn't released till next year.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's going to get in my list again this year, even though he technically
I
wasn't
know.
supposed to release anything this year. Well, at the end of last year, I thought, right, there's no Sonus Mortis on our end of year list this year, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden he's back in again.
Oh yeah, forgot. There's another single coming on New Year's Day.
All right, grand. So there
Before
we go.
that's the last one before the album is released, basically.
But that's 3, that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
And of course, this video struck up a bit of a storm and a teacup in an unnamed group because this video is made by using AI, generated by AI.
mm.
And somebody got upset with him because he wasn't paying someone to make a video for him. And it was all just silliness because I'm against AI. And there'll be more AI at the Mad Stories at the end, which Kevin himself sent on to me. He sent, here, you like this. And he was like, yes, you're right. I do like this. This is going in the fucking podcast. But if you can make a video of that quality using AI, you're an independent artist, why would you not use it?
Yeah, I know.
Why would you not take advantage of it?
Yeah,
You can't pay everyone. He paid to get the album recorded and make a track mix. He's obviously going to have to pay someone to do the CDs and whatnot.
yeah,
If he can make a video of that quality that ties in perfectly with that much artistic fucking stuff, go for it.
yeah. I know. But this is it. I'm not a fan of AI either. But to do something like that takes a lot of fucking creativity.
Oh, it does. It does.
The prompts basically.
And I've had a lot of creativity going through my head the last 2 weeks as well too. This treatment I had, this BCG treatment, one of the mad side effects I've had with it is my dreams at night. I have the most insane dreams since I've had this treatment done. Like, I've been dreaming about spiders and fucking wolves and horses and small feral dogs and all sorts of shit. And they're not attacking me or anything. I'm there walking along and this big horse comes along and tries to talk to me like. And next thing, there's wolves and the wolf is lying on top of me and the wolf wouldn't come off me. And the spiders were just going around the place. They were they were getting metal fucking implants put onto their back as they were coming out and just getting more powerful that you couldn't kill them. But the maddest one was the feral dogs. Like, these feral dogs were and the only way I could get rid of these feral dogs was by throwing them under the wheels of a moving bus. There was some serious creative juices pumped into me the last fucking few weeks. With the women coming in wearing spacesuits and fucking whatnot, what the fuck did they put into me? Creative juice. In the most mental way possible. But, look it. Getting there. Not as bad as it was. And that was Sonus Mortis Synapse the My Find from his forthcoming album with the same title. That's coming in March. Next on our list we have Morning of the Heretic, who released their album that I can't remember the name of.
To the Shadows Betrothed.
I think that's it. And we shall play some of their track Possessed. that was Morning of the Heretic, and I've only listened to this album once,
Hmm.
and I've been very tired this week, and I know I've got to go back to it, but you speak highly of it anyway.
Yeah, it's fucking really good. It is basically the only ones doing basically this year anyway. The only
Yeah,
ones fucking that
because apparently you've
stands
got
out.
the Blessing Way or the Blessing Way of an album coming next year as well too.
All right, yeah,
So you've had a
yeah,
bit of a gap year where there's been no really good gothic horror
yeah,
themed black metal with aspects of Cradle of Filth and more like.
yeah,
And it is on my short list of things to go back to, but it's just been one of those weeks where I've just been really, really tired, and I know it's good, and I'll listen to it once, and I'm going to go back to it between now and the middle of December when we're doing the end of the year list
yeah,
because it deserves it.
yeah.
And do you think it might be on yours?
I think it could be in my top 10. All right,
So
you know,
there's one I need to go back to. So,
fucking very good. Like
and we're just
every
going to have to
track.
pause for a second. And apologies for that. I had a bit of a lavatorial emergency there that had to be addressed. And this is the second time we've tried recording this. We've had a big technical issue earlier.
Yeah,
We're basically repeating ourselves here now for this one.
yeah.
But sure, we're getting back to where we were again.
I
And
know.
everything went to shit on us. But that was Morning of the Heretic from their album that I just can't remember the name of.
To the shadows be trotted.
We tried it, and you reckon it's really good. And I will go back to it. And if you're a fan of gothic black metal, check it out. And that Blessing Way
Definitely.
album coming next year, man. I forgot about that until this minute.
Yeah. Fucking
There's
hell.
another one. Fuck next year in the best possible way.
Oh,
It's going to be rapid.
yeah.
And the next on our list is Gavin Bomb, Gamma Bomb, who released a new charity single, "A Coffin for Christmas," in November. Christmas doesn't start until the 8th of December. Fight me! Fight me! But I'll let it slide because it's for charity. And this is Gamma Bomb, "A Coffin for Christmas." I'm going to skip it on a touch because it's got a pretty long intro. That's a banger from the lads.
Bangers for June. They always fucking do anyway. You know?
And "A Coffin for Christmas" is actually a really good title because they're raising money for a charity to bring attention, to bring doctors in,
Like,
which is mental.
yeah, yeah, I know.
Because there's people out there, bootlickers, that are just racists. But I've been through the hospital system a lot this year, and it's made up by it's not made up by non-nationals.
Yeah,
The
I
amount of
know.
different. I've had women from all over the world pulling at my lad this year. Every one you can imagine. Black, white, Asian, brown, they've all had a go at it this year. But look at It is, man. That's why Coffin for Christmas is probably a good title because the health service in Ireland, like I was in the hospital twice this year for surgery, and there was a nurse and a porter bringing me from wherever back or forward. I can't remember which way they were bringing me, but two of the nurses were moving to Australia because they can't afford to live in Ireland because everything is so fucking expensive, and they're sick of Ireland and they're sick of the bullshit, and they're thinking, why not go out there and give it a go?
Yeah.
So if our doctors and nurses are flocking away, why can't doctors and nurses just be brought in?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why are they being refused visas? And they are. I don't know about Ireland, but they are in England for definite, amongst other places. So, even though I took the piss about releasing a Christmas song in November, this needs time to get over.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because they released it in November, there will be people that will not listen to it. Because it's in November. It's just the nature of people, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't apply to us, but some people will just be dicks about it, won't it?
I know. Yeah.
But Gamma Bomb have kind of divided the crowd a bit this year with their political posts, so haven't they? I know whoever thought a trash band would be political, like. Who'd ever thought that would happen, like?
Yeah, I know.
But look at 2,500 views in 2 days is pretty damn good for very limited promotion as of now.
Yeah.
So hopefully it gets over and they bring it. It's not really about raising money for this one. It's about bringing attention.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the hell, as I say, well, with the health, if I wasn't the health service, I've seen it in my own two eyes. You know, all these bootlickers out there. Oh, keep Irish for the Ireland for the Irish. You'll all be fucking dead, you wankers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will be.
Yeah.
I can tell you that as fact. And that was Gamma Bomb, a coffin for Christmas. Next on our list we have Frayed End BC, who released a new two-track EP, Winter Promo. And this is the problems they bring, and we'll play a minute of that now, and it's going to be an ad. Black Friday! Hooray! Black Friday! Yeah, isn't it great? I can't wait for it. Like you've got next Thursday, you've got Thanksgiving Day in America. The day Americans give thanks for everything they have. And then the following day, they kick the shit out of each other for fucking cheap TVs and shit. That irony will never be lost. That irony will never be lost. And this is the problems they bring. That's very good, actually.
Deadly fucking song. The other track is really good as well. It is.
I had it on my list to check out, and I just never got the chance to get back to it because this week, even though I'm fatigued as fuck, I have been trying to get back to other stuff over the course of the year because we're doing the fucking end of year soon, and I'm just trying to figure out 20 overall. 20 for the website of each, 10 for the video, like, and I'm glad I got back to it. It's very good.
Yeah, I think they're working on an album.
You were saying that to me before, all right?
But then,
and of course, they released an EP here this year that was very good as well too. Excuse me.
Yeah,
They've had a good year.
oh yeah, really good live as well.
I do get confused when it comes to Eddie's projects at times.
I
I just do. I honestly do.
I
I just
know,
like
I
this
know.
one or this one or this one or that one.
Yeah.
He's not in as many as he used to be now.
No, he's with this pan candle, and he's
And War
with.
Christ.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, War Demise is in a state of limbo, and
yeah.
he's left
He left Sacred News.
Sacred News. Sacred News. That's it. Yeah, he was in Sacred News for a while.
Yeah,
But sure, how many bands has that man been in over the years?
yeah, yeah.
But this is sounding really cool, and you never know. They might make it into my top 20 somewhere yet. I'm still going over a big
Yeah.
fucking list. A big, horrible bastard list. Never know, they might make it into your somewhere into yours as well, but we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
And next on our list is a cool band called Cannibalized Seagulls. They're one of the best named bands ever, in my opinion.
Deadly, yeah.
And they dropped a single called Tick that we've missed. I don't know when it was released, but we've covered them before when we covered oh shit, what's the name of it? Don't you know he's laughing at you? Don't you know he's laughing at you? Oh, what's that called?
Oh yeah, forget. Yeah, forget.
Yeah, you know what I'm on about.
I
But
know
we
the
missed
song.
them, so we're going to put them in now.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is Tick by Cannibalized Seagulls, and there's probably going to be an ad on this one as well too.
Shine
It's for TG Carr. Bloody hell! I never thought we'd see an ad for TG Carr on here.
Jesus.
Fucking hell, that's cool.
Yeah.
Keep the Irish language alive. The time. I remember when we heard of Cannibalized Seagulls late last year when they were announced to play the Metal to the Masses. And I was just intrigued. What do
Yeah, I know,
Cannibalized Seagulls sound like?
I know.
I was very surprised when I heard them for the first time.
I know, yeah.
I don't know what I expected. I kind of expected like some sort of a crazy like death metal project.
Yeah.
All dressed as
No.
seagulls, eating each other. With fake seagulls on stage eating them like. Wouldn't that be the greatest thing I've ever seen? With a band on stage all dressed as seagulls pretending to eat seagulls. Cannibalized seagulls. And that last track, not this one now, Tick, the one that I can't think of the name of, is another one that's in contention for my end of year list.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a really good song.
I know, yeah.
And they've kicked on nicely up north this year.
I know, yeah, yeah.
They're not playing all the time, but they're kicking on nicely. Like
Yeah.
they're getting the support at Curse's Son there a couple of weeks ago.
That's what. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, they're ticking away nicely, and I can. There's room now for an unusual band up in the northern scene because what was the name of that band that called it a day there recently?
Snake Neighborhood.
Yeah, Snake Neighborhood are gone now, so there's kind of a gap now in the market up there now.
Yeah, that's right.
So maybe they could take it. They could take that gap.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see what happens now next year.
Yeah.
I no doubt they'll probably go into the Metal to the Masses again. I assume.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the only Metal to the Masses in Ireland next year.
Strange.
I've told you off camera my thoughts about that, and I'm not happy about it.
No.
Just keep it going, like.
I know, yeah.
But we'll say nothing because we'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I will, because I'm liable to get in trouble. And it'll be all taken out of context, and everyone will create some bullshit that I didn't say. And just because I'm annoyed that there's no Melts and Masses in Ireland, in Dublin. That's all. The year Bloodstock sold out in record time.
Yeah.
But, well, look at. Anyways, that was Cannibalized Seagull's Tick. Next on our list is Behiak, who released a video during the week for his track, The Abyss of Time. And I'm going to play some of this now, and I'm going to have to let you do the talking because I know fuck all about Behiak. I keep meaning to go back, and then the time comes around and I still haven't got back. But that's okay because we usually cover 10 releases a week anyway. So
Yeah.
this is The Abyss of Time. Time and that's an older track. It is.
Yeah, it's from the Ghost of a Long Forgotten, a World Long Forgotten. It's released over 10 years ago.
Yeah, he released his album Beowulf last year, or was it an EP?
It was released in 2016. Actually, the album was.
And that's done all right. It's got like 150 views for it, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
For a lyric video for a very, very old song, like.
Yeah.
He must be working on something because he's keeping the name out recently.
Yeah, I know. I think there could be something coming out pretty soon.
It looks that way because he's dropped a lot of like videos up on YouTube the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We didn't put him in last week because there's been too much the last few weeks, to be honest.
Yeah.
And there's 9 this week as well. But this week was a more of a acceptable week to just get it in, just because we've had too many to cover.
Yeah.
And I was always going to get back to it anyway, even if this wasn't released. I was going to go back to another one.
I know. Yeah, I'm fucking very bleak listening, but so fucking heavy.
And a one-man project as well too.
Yeah. Really good.
Cool stuff. That's Behiak, The Abyss of Time. And there's obviously something happening here that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden there's activity. Hopefully it's not till next year.
Yeah, true.
We've enough. And we have 3 left on our list. And Ares Redemption dropped their EP and from Darkness to Light there during the week. And we're both a bit screwed here because I haven't listened to it and you didn't know it was released.
I didn't know. Fucking I missed it completely.
So we'll play some of that 4-letter word I seem to have forgotten. That's quite fitting because we forgot them.
Yeah.
but we didn't forget them. We just didn't get the chance. Here we go, Ares Redemption. Probably an ad as well too. Yep. Oh, it's a PlayStation game ad for a Lego game. Oh, how original. Another Lego game. I've never released them before.
Yeah.
that is very, very different from when we covered them before.
Yeah, I know. The last I'm trying to think. The last time I saw him was a couple of months ago, and he had a completely different lineup. Now it's just Jack, and he has a bass player and I think they're three piece. Could be wrong now. He might have got a second guitar player, but
Oh,
they
sure,
were
he's
doing
gone,
all
yeah.
heavy stuff, kind of very raw, kind of like Pixies and Sonic mix of Pixies, Sonic Youth
Yeah,
sort of
that sounds
stuff.
that like that does sound like that actually.
Well, yeah, yeah,
Because that's really different from when we covered them before.
yeah. I know. Yeah,
They were that's night and day from when we released
I
them.
know.
Or
Yeah,
we
yeah,
covered them before, should I say?
yeah.
And that's an EP we'll both have to go back and check out
I
next
know.
week.
I definitely checked. I've always had an interest in them because
Yeah, I'm
I
surprised
think
you missed them.
yeah, he's a really good songwriter. Jack
Well,
is.
that's why I have like 250 fucking friends on the Facebook machine, and
Yeah,
you've
I
only
know.
1,000.
He's fucking
There's too many
but
posts.
yeah, yeah, I know.
That's why I keep it tight because it's not because I don't like people. Well, I don't like people in general, but it's not because I dislike you or anything like that. I just don't want your bullshit on my fucking feeds. Like, I just want to follow the Irish scene and do podcasts and whatever else. And, you know,
Yeah,
it's nothing personal. But with some people, it is at this point. I've just had to unfollow loads of people.
yeah, yeah,
Like, you don't need to see your opinion on everything. Some people are just tragic. You need to get out of the fucking house. You
yeah.
need to go out into the fucking
Exactly.
forest and have a walk, which I do every day. Go out and walk among the trees and sit down and breathe in the fucking air and clear your mind and get the vitamin D into you. Not be angry about everything. But then again, that's social media in general, so
Yeah,
what difference does it make? Everyone's angry, and but what are we angry about this week? Is it fucking presidential elects, or is it fucking cheese, or is it fucking, I don't know, it's just silliness. It's all silliness. It's all silliness. And we have two left on our roundup, and this is one that confused the fuck out of me. Is Ditus. And
Diathesis. Yeah, yeah,
I like the post went up that they've recently released their debut album, and I was like, did we not cover this last year? I got really, really
yeah,
properly
yeah,
confused.
yeah,
Oh, we did.
yeah.
But it's been released on physical through a
The
label.
physical copy. Yeah, yeah.
And I was just mired.
I know, I
I
know.
was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is going on? Am I stuck in some sort of a Mandela effect here? But I wasn't. I was right. I was right.
yeah.
And we shall play some of their track, Beckon the Tragedy. And not that again, as I say, that just mitered me, man.
Deadly fucking song that is.
Oh, it's a great album, but it fucking, I was like,
I know.
I was sure that came out last year, and I was like, did they release an EP instead last year, or what's going on? What the fuck is going on? And my memory is fucked up enough now this year, after all the
Yeah.
treatments I've been going through, without fucking doing that to me, you bastards! How dare you! I'm gonna come to your house and shove a large garden gnome on you for doing that to me. Whores! That's what you are, whores! But joking aside, it's great to get it out in a physical release and having a label and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
And there, I think I remember another Mandela effect. I do remember them something about them working on more and stuff, isn't it?
I think they are. Yeah,
Yeah. What you look at? They got the album out on physical, so
yeah.
fair play.
No,
And that was fucking Ditus Beckon the Tragedy from their album. Can you remember the name of the album?
I think it's self Diathesis. I think it's self-titled, basically.
Can I see anything here?
Yeah.
No, I can't. I'd have to go. I can't remember. So it's a year ago now. And our last release of the evening. Now this one now, I'll obviously not say anything for now, but Neon Empire suddenly dropped an acoustic version of their track "To Our Memories" that they released earlier this year as obviously a heavier version.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and all that stuff in the house party. And Mikey from OD Promotions and all was in the video.
That's right. Yeah.
It's mad I remember that and I can't remember yesterday, isn't it? Weird, man. That's because, well, I don't know, you know, the crack. Neon Empire, To Our Memories. Right. This is out a couple of days. It's got like 74 views. There's been no post about it on social media.
Yeah, I know, I know. You usually,
And the lyrics on this, "To Our Memories, we want to be thankful for all these times, and this is bittersweet," and all the rest of it. And we thought we'd have this, and we thought we'd have that. Did they drop this in advance of saying that's it? We're done.
Jesus, I hope not.
I could be completely wrong here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They could have just dropped that as an
I know.
acoustic version of their last. No, they released a cover there during the year as well, and on a video
Yeah.
we missed on the video,
Hmm.
and that was the last one we covered. To me, that just smells like we're calling it a day. I don't know why. I just get the
Yeah,
feeling, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The lyrics and the power that. Apologies, Matt. I can't remember your name. He played from. He actually played my very first gig. The guitarist. He was in a band called Sayala with his brother.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Back up on the Rooster up the road there in 2013.
Jesus.
And I can't remember his name. But this just smells like we're
Yeah,
calling it a day.
yeah, yeah.
It really does because it's been up a couple of days and I still haven't posted anything about it.
Jesus. That's strange.
They're obviously getting people ready for it.
Yeah.
But that's what happens, man. Like bands come and go, like,
I know, I know, I know. Yeah.
and they had a good run.
Yeah, they're great live bands. Really good.
If it's the end of the band, they had a good run.
Yeah, yeah, they had a really good run, all right.
And them lyrics to me just fucking sound like,
Goodbye, basically, yeah.
yeah, they do. They really do. I could be, as I say, I could be completely fucking wrong here, and I'll happily admit if I'll be happy to be wrong.
Hmm.
But I just think to drop it an acoustic version of their last single, really, to our memories and all the things we've done and blah blah blah. Maybe they are calling it a day.
Yeah, could be. We'll see.
But your man, how many bands have we seen come and go over the last 2.5 years since we started doing this?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. More than you'd fucking know. More than we'd know.
Yeah.
Because we probably covered them and next thing they were gone and they're again as quick. Like, what was the name of that band? They're gone. I'm trying to think of that name of that band. Band from Galway. Really cool band.
Organ Blender.
No. Well, Organ Blender seemed to be gone again, yeah.
Yeah.
There was another band. Fuck it. Can't think of them. But there's been so many.
Yeah.
But look at, hopefully I'm wrong. Now, mad stories of even. And I've got three tasty ones this week. I had choices for any mad stories this week. I assume you've heard of that wanker Nick Fluentes.
My blood's boiling right now. I fucking hate him with a fucking passion.
You know he's still a virgin.
No fucking wonder he is the way he fucking is then.
Like, he put out a tweet saying, "Your body, our choice," which got 100 million views on Twitter.
Yeah, well, this is what he's known for. He's
I know that.
Troll.
And he's all boasting about it, like, my tweet got more views than Kamala Harris got votes. But in the midst of all this, he was doxxed. Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, doxing is fucking wrong, and you shouldn't be fucking doing it. He invites us.
You'd make an exception in this case.
Because he trolls purposely. He does.
Right. Get this. I don't know how true this is. This is a very big apparently.
Yeah.
He's been doxxed and people were calling to his house and everything. Constantly. Like Dragon Lord. You know Dragon Lord over in Germany?
Yeah.
It was that level. And apparently he went away for a few days, 4 or 5 days, just to get away from people, from calling to his house. And when he came back, he was issued a warrant from the postmaster saying, "We're not delivering to your house anymore." Apparently 3,000 letters and packages were delivered to his house in 4 days. 3,000. The original plan was to send a used pad, for want of a better description.
Yeah.
But then every common sense kicked in. No, you can't have the postmaster's handle on that. So they were saying, like, send tampon subscriptions, dildos, or whatnot in letters to his house. 3,000 people sent shit to his house in 4 days, apparently. What? Oh, it's a fucking actually class, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to have to move house.
Well, he's got, well, he's
they won't stop.
I know he's been doing this shit for years, this sort of shit for years.
I don't know fuck all about him. I don't know he's a prick. Like.
Man, he put it this way. I think Alex Jones refused to fucking have interviews with him after one time.
There you go.
That says a fucking lot.
There you go.
It does. And a lot of these, the likes of your man Tim Pool, all these fucking podcasters, whatnot, they won't fucking entertain him. They don't.
Can't touch him. He wants to be the next Hitler.
Sorry?
He said he wanted to be the next Hitler when he was with fucking Kanye West. But fucking it's golden, because history has proven with Dragon Lord over in Germany that these people won't stop.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't move, because they're going to set up sound systems outside his house. Like Dragon Lord had people trying to start music festivals outside his house and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this is going to be a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to happen is neighbours are all going to have get him kicked out of there.
Yeah.
Because this won't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, this will not stop, and he fucking deserves every bit of it, the cunt.
Yeah. He is a cunt. Sorry.
Yeah, and we don't like saying that word on this podcast, but we'll take exception here.
Yeah.
And next up is another mad one that Kevin of Seven Smart sent on to me. As I mentioned earlier about AI. Did you see the AI glasses that have been developed now?
No, no. I've heard about them.
The AI glasses, you can put them on and you can go up to someone on the street and you can say, "Oh, sorry, do you know if there's a restaurant around here?" Within 6 seconds, give or take, it has you identified and pictures of you up and everything.
Fuck.
The facial recognition will find you in 6 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
And man, where does it begin and end with that? Like the cops could basically be wearing these glasses, and they could spot a criminal in 6, 7 seconds and identify them. But say now in a more fucking mad one, say now people weren't paying their TV license or they weren't insuring their car or petty crime or across the fucking board, like. You can just be fucking identified walking down the street, like, in seconds.
Jesus
By
Christ.
somebody just wearing glasses. Like the people this bio was going up to, talking to, never suspected a thing. A lad going up, normal looking lad wearing glasses. Hello, 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 how are you? Sorry to disturb you and bothering your day, but can you tell me, is there something around here? And they were all very nice to him and saying, "Oh, yes, yeah, no bother." In seconds.
Fuck.
That's mental.
That is mental, that is.
There's good points to it and bad points to it.
Yeah.
Like, it means if basically in airport security, for example, if there's people there trying to fucking skip borders or skip countries, they can just look at them wearing these glasses at the passport and like, no, you're not going, you're a fucking criminal. But on the flip, it's dystopian as fuck too.
Yeah.
You know, some lad mightn't pay his TV license and might have a warrant out for him and get done walking down the street. And he mightn't have paid it because he might have been able to afford it.
Jesus Christ.
But sure. And the last mad story of the evening on this one now absolutely fucking blew my mind in the most stupid way possible. Oh, I couldn't believe it. A body of a warrior from 1,000 years old was excavated, or how do you ever say that word? And he was buried with his sword. And he was also buried with a few materials, which probably were from his wife or his kids or something, which is still tradition to this day in certain cultures. I know Irish funerals, you get buried with stuff that means something to you. So who's to say 1,000 years ago that wasn't the same in certain cultures? And according to these geniuses, the person that was buried was non-binary.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Non-binary. No one 1,000 years ago knew what non-binary was.
What the fuck, like, yeah.
A lad buried with his sword. He was a warrior. He was going out fighting. He wasn't thinking about, what gender am I, or what nothing of the sort. And the reaction online was what you would expect in the highest possible sense. Like people saying, like some lad said, like, "But this is insane." Like 1,000 years ago, people were fighting for their lives and just they weren't thinking about who they are or what they were. They were just getting through their day. This is only a new fad in the last 10 years, really, in my mind. And some fucking lad called him a bigot over it. And man, his fucking phone notifications blew up more than Nick Fluente's fucking letterbox in the next 2 days after that, I can tell you. What the fuck? Like, oh my god, we really have reached peak silliness, haven't we?
What? Idiocracy.
Trying to make a theory that someone that was buried 1,000 years ago with female objects would obviously belong to his wife and his daughter or whatever is non-binary.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But sure. We'll be back again. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's all we've got time for today. And remember now, you're the tops. Like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff. And we don't know if we'll be back next week or not because we don't know if we'll have any release or not yet. This is looking like we're getting into the time where it's going to get sketchy because the end of the year gets that way.
Yeah.
But we've got loads of coming up in December anyway, at the end of the year list and whatnot. Sure. Good luck.